God, that voice is creepy. Okay, everybody, welcome back to Three Different Ones. This is our first episode. We're recording on our new Discord channel. We like to keep you updated with what we're doing and how we're doing, and that's what we're moving towards. We're modernizing, we're developing, catching up with the game.
We're using the bot, Craig.
We are.
He's also in the chat here.
Yes. He doesn't talk much, but he's here. So
right.
Don't give him any shit.
He's lurking.
Yes.
Can you all hear me?
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Loud and clear.
Yeah. All right. I don't know how much looking back y'all done. I've been kind of going just full tilt forward, thinking on everything. But I was just going back through our channel the other day. And I actually re-listened to our Queen 2 episode.
Mm-hmm.
And then I kind of went down a little mini Queen rabbit hole, as I often do. And I realized that they never had a number one single.
Really?
Absolutely. Even and I'm talking even the songs of theirs that I don't particularly like their Stadium Rock, Played to Death, just songs that everybody knows, even if they don't know Queen, even those did not reach the top of the charts. And that absolutely stunned me. And I didn't know, I feel like we should have mentioned that in that episode. And I mean, we've talked before about how even during that time, I think that the era that Queen played in, the 70s, is oftentimes a little romanticized by some people. But I think it's worth pointing out that even back then, what people thought of as popular is not really the stuff that people talk about now.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think that surprised me. And it surprised me also to learn that the artist we're talking about for today's episode is kind of in the same category. One of Jackson Browne's albums, not the one we're talking about, but I think Hold On, which came out a few years after this one, I think that reached number one, but none of his songs did, and none of what I would consider his mega hits.
Man, I don't know if I know Hold On.
Is that the one that had a song that was on Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
I don't. That isn't that Somebody's Baby?
Maybe.
That would fit with the plot.
Yeah, that's when. Oh, yeah, that's when the girl has sex with the guy at the Little League field. That needs to go on our movies to possibly review list.
Yes.
Not to go too far off topic, but that movie is rougher than its reputation suggests.
Sure.
Yeah, I might be way off with saying that. I don't think Hold On or Hold Out was.
I'm pretty sure Jackson Browne has a song on that soundtrack.
I think I read that.
Yeah.
Do you mean Jackson Browne or Clyde Browne?
Okay, that is something we need to talk about too. No offense to the many Jacksons listening to this show, but Clyde Browne is an infinitely cooler name than Jackson Browne. And that's his actual name. That's his actual Clyde Jackson Browne. How, you did not need to change it. Why?
Yeah, it sounds kind of like a more badass soul artist or something.
Right.
Yeah.
What, Clyde or Jackson?
Clyde.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Jackson definitely has country undertone.
Yeah.
For sure.
So we're doing what? Late for the Sky is the Jackson Browne album for today?
Yes. His third album by request. We are doing this episode. It is our first album by this artist. I don't think I had a Jackson Browne album on on our list. He was just one of those artists that just kind of, it just didn't occur to me to put one of his albums on there. I always thought of him as more of a singles artist personally. Maybe that's unfair, but I never thought of any massive albums under his name. I don't know about what y'all's perception of him is.
I've maybe heard a couple of songs of his at best.
Doctor My Eyes.
That I'm aware of.
Running on Empty.
Yep.
Those are the two that I've heard the most.
Right.
Yep. The Pretender is one that I've heard a lot.
Yeah. And he wrote a couple songs that became hits for other people.
I saw that.
Like Take It Easy for the Eagles.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm glad you brought that up because I think Don Henley sings on this album.
Yeah, he does.
Just a ton of people doing backing vocals.
Dude, I got a lot of Eagles vibes from this.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think he was a big influence on them.
Yeah, I could see that.
Were they? They were probably contemporaries, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There was some crossover there, but I guess Jack started out a little earlier.
Yeah. Well, I suppose, foreplay's over. Let's get to it. I got a serious flashback to Outlandos de Amor. As far as the starting off strong on this album, and he just went all out. The title track is the first one. It was quite the intro, starting with this.
I thought that was interesting too. I was like, okay, all right.
Not to Monday morning quarterback the guy, but I'm not sure. I think that was the right move on his part. I think that I feel like this would have been the perfect finish for this album. I think. And you disagree, Graham?
I feel like I'm bad at the Discord, or I'm there's a learning curve. No. I was gonna say maybe like third or fourth song.
Yeah.
I was gonna say maybe not the closer, but I could see third or fourth for sure.
Okay.
It's the best song, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I might have to agree. And I think I read this was in Taxi Driver.
Yes, it was.
Okay. Yeah.
In a totally random scene.
I was gonna say, Vic and I watched that a couple months back.
And
I vaguely remembered hearing this. I was like, okay.
Yeah,
I like
I
like the bass runs in there. I mean, throughout this album, I thought there was some pretty good bass playing.
Yeah, they're good players. Some good slide guitar playing too.
They're good players, but
So yeah, I mean, like I said, "Late for the Sky" was my favorite, and I've been a fan of that song for a long time. It is very polished, very like of its time, like early 70s singer-songwriter slash even like not so much this song, but kind of getting into the soft rock territory.
Yeah.
Y'all are, you point out, the guitar, the bass, I mentioned the harmonies. I mean, what's tricky with an album like this is that those touchstones are pretty much define every song on this album. Obviously some are faster, this one's much slower, but really, musically it's not terribly complex. It's not.
There's some. Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
No. I was pretty much done. I was saying like it's from the stretchy, elongated guitar notes, these crisp piano chords, a little Hammond organ humming going in there. I mean, you see this a lot in a lot of the songs on this album.
Right.
Sorry, Greg, what were you gonna say?
I think sometimes the chord progressions in this are kind of, I don't know, they're definitely above just kind of standard, pop song. I think he had a pretty good ear when it comes to that stuff. So I might disagree with it being pretty simple, although I kind of know what you're saying. Like it's not. It didn't do enough to like really grab me.
It's good that it's only 40 minutes long. It's 8 songs, 40 minutes. I'm going to just spoil it right here. I think people should listen to this album.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I think it's aged well. I think you can get something out of it. I think you should listen to it. But, you hit the nail on the head. It is that quintessential, early 70s sort of, I guess soft rock would be a fair assessment of it. It's that.
I was
going
to say I gotta agree with Graham on the soft rock
Yeah.
descriptor for sure. It's real like I'm not gonna say it's stereotypical like early mid 70s or I guess late 70s like easy listening rock, but just that kind of like Southern California rock from this time period. It sounds like that to me.
Yeah.
Which I would define as kind of easy listening soft rock. But, I like Graham said, it's not really pop per se.
No.
And there's some impressive things that go on, but it's not like that's the main focal point.
No. Yeah, I think for me, it's a good sounding album. Like, well recorded in my opinion, and players are pretty good, as you would expect from like a, record from this time period. But I just think that there weren't enough good songs to like hold my attention. I think some of them were a little cheesy.
Yeah.
Song 2 for me. And
you think 2 is cheesy?
I did. I would have to. I think it's a little maybe overly poetic or something.
Mm-hmm.
like kind of stereotypical singer-songwriter.
Just easygoing, easy listening soft rock.
I mean, it's the sound of it is pretty easygoing. I guess the lyrical content
very sad.
Yeah. So
true. Yeah,
maybe
Fountain
like
of Sorrow.
Yeah,
it's kind of a brooding thing.
Yeah, it seems to be about like, pining for a, lost romance and, sort of retreating into the past, that kind of thing. Which as Graham said, it's cheesy.
Semi-cheese.
I do like this song. I think maybe, as talented as a, guitarist, and I'm sure I think he plays multiple instruments, but Jackson Browne's lyrics are damn near perfect to me.
Yeah.
I think they're always rock solid, even in some of these songs, which I didn't really care for. I think that the lyrics are okay.
You think that's the strongest component of this music?
That's tough to say, just because they're words. They're technically not part of the music. I'd say that with his, I think honestly, musically the most important thing for Jackson Browne is the guitar. That's the first thing I think of when I hear his name. That sound that you hear in this album and so many of his songs.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not him playing lead guitar though, most of the time.
Right, but doesn't he write the guitar parts?
Oh, yeah. He's the he plays acoustic and probably some electric too. But yeah, he's like a rhythm guitar player, and yeah, I'm sure he composed the ones that are on guitar, he is. I mean, I think he got his start as mostly a piano player,
Oh yeah,
if you can believe that.
I
Like
can.
the first song on his first
I
album.
believe it.
The first song on his first album, which I'm actually a fan of. I think that's kind of my favorite Jackson Browne is his first album, which has a good name. It's called. Well, I guess the album is just called Jackson Browne, but at the top of it says
Clyde.
at the top of it says saturate before using. I thought that
Interesting.
that
That'd
was
be
the
a
album
better
title.
name. That'd be a better name than
Yeah.
just Jackson Browne.
It would, but anyway, he's probably a better piano player than a guitar player.
Mm-hmm.
There's some good guitar players on this album. I'm not sure. Let's see. It's anybody's really heard of. I don't think.
No. Apart from Henley and Dan Fogelberg, I didn't recognize any of these names.
Yeah,
Out on this.
I think J.D. Souther, who's kind of a lesser-known Eagles member,
Yeah,
at some point. David Lindley is the guitar player.
yeah.
And he has a funny-looking picture on Wikipedia.
Is he the guy with like the gray mullet and the big old sideburns?
Yes, you saw that.
Nice.
I think I did when I was scrolling through there. I think did y'all had y'all heard? I mean, I'd heard most of these songs before. Had either of y'all ever heard Farther On before? Number 3.
I haven't.
I think I've listened to this whole album at some point. But yeah, is this the one that goes something about in my younger years? No, in my early years, I hid something. But yeah, I remembered this song a little bit, and I kind of like this one.
Yeah, that's it. That's how it starts. Early years, hid my tears, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a cool song. Maybe the highlight is the slide playing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Agreed.
These first 4 songs, though, are all like over 5 minutes, and that got a little tedious.
Agreed.
Yeah. It's he spins a yarn in those lyrics, and it takes him a while to get through it. It's just, it's
a yarn.
Yeah, I mean that is kind of the center stage for it. And if that's your thing, I mean this is your kind of music, man.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, if you like the Eagles,
yes.
Who else? Maybe Carole King or James Taylor.
James
kind of
Taylor, dude.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I was kind of wondering, like, who are his contemporaries? I mean, I think those people, but like on his Spotify, the fans also list like Crosby, Stills, Nash.
Oh yeah, Neil
Young,
maybe.
I mean, I think those guys are several notches above JB, but that's
fair.
That's a tangent.
No, it's fine.
Maybe Dan Fogelberg or Gordon Lightfoot are maybe in the same. No,
Jim Croce.
Maybe, yeah. Seals and Crofts.
That's that one. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't even think of one of their songs. Their name just makes me laugh.
I kind of laughed during the Late Show, the 4th song.
Yeah.
I thought, I don't know if y'all this thing reminded me of like when there's like a natural disaster, like when they had the hurricane in like Houston, and they do like the big like celebrity benefit show where there's like 30 famous recording artists in there singing. Like that's what this song reminded me of.
It was cheesy.
Yeah.
Yes.
The thick, loud backing vocals really kind of made my eyes roll.
Yeah. Just it's very dated for me.
Yeah.
And the strings at the end are so kind of Hollywood sounding and overwrought.
Yeah.
It's kind of an eye roll of a song. Even
Yep.
though I saw a lot of people, are big Jackson Browne fans. Like, Bruce Springsteen was saying something about The Late Show, and I don't know, I think he loved the sound of the car engine in it. Did you notice that?
Yeah. I think I read something about this.
Yeah. So if you're a fan of like the big story song or the ballad singer-songwriter thing, this is a good album to add to your playlist.
Yeah. I would very much. I need to. I'd be very interested to hear what the Jackson Browne fan would have to say about The Road in the Sky. That was a very. I would think if you like what his more like popular, his standard sound, I would wonder if some of his fans don't like this song.
I found it to be very generic.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is just plucked right off of like a 70s radio thing. That clangy guitar. You like that?
I mean, not in this song, no.
Yeah, I was gonna say no. I did not like that.
I mean, they sound like good guitars and they have good tone.
Yeah.
But yeah, not a huge fan.
Yeah. It was kind of flatlining on this one. It's catchy enough. Didn't overstay its welcome too much, but yeah, I would. Going back to this album, I'd probably skip this one.
It was the loser in the end. Was that the Queen song?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's the loser in the end of this album. Yeah.
God.
It's an unnecessary callback, but you did mention Queen too, I guess.
I did, and you know what? I'm
Entirely
always good to dunk on Roger Taylor for that crap song. It deserves it. He's a great drummer. Can't take that away from him, but that song sucked.
I agree. Yeah. But yeah, this one was my least favorite song.
Yeah.
I just wrote worst so far. And generic rock and roll riff.
Yep.
I think the For a Dancer was kind of bordering on that sort of tune-out mode for me. I think the fiddle is really what kept me rooted to it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I liked it.
I do remember some fiddle.
That was
This song was a little slower, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Super somber piano at the start. It just, the band kind of slowly sort of like drips in. It's kind of the bringing down the mood a little bit.
Yeah. Like a lot of these songs.
Yeah. It's fair. Even the ones
already there, man.
Faster tempo.
I guess I already mentioned, but I found this one a little bit cheesy.
Yeah.
I should have written down some quotes or something, but
no.
Just,
did I read something about this song being on like Saturday Night Live or something?
Oh, yeah.
For a Dancer?
I think it, or maybe it was like played at like a couple of funerals or something.
I think that was Late for the Sky.
Dude, I'm all mixed up.
I think it was played at Belushi's funeral.
Yes.
And what's his name? Damn it, Phil Hartman.
Oh yeah. Oh dear, that's a sad one.
Yeah, very.
I think I liked this one a little bit. I thought that I really enjoyed the harmonies on this one. I think that they sounded way better on here than something like The Late Show. Looking at the track listing now, though, I think I'm probably most positive on it because it's sandwiched between Road and Sky and Walking Slow. And boy, I have got some things to say on Walking Slow. So if y'all have any thoughts that you want to get out there, go ahead and say them because I'm about to start spewing and I might not stop.
So
man.
I just looked real quick for Dancer. It said there the connection to Saturday Night Live was the Belushi thing and Phil Hartman.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yep.
Ford Answer.
It says Ford Answer was played at memorial services for both of them.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Screw me.
Yeah. I definitely would have thought that the title track would be played there.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, so Stefan, you said you got something to say about Walking Slow.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Y'all have
yeah.
anything you want to say before I get ranting and raving on this?
It was a Peggy Hill. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I had to look at the Wikipedia and see what that instrument was. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, the lap steel guitar.
No. The jug.
Oh yeah, the jug
No.
blowing. There is jug
Yes.
blowing. Oh yes,
What?
Jug, man.
A jug blowing?
jug
Yeah,
blowing.
dude.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
You
He
knew what
lived
I'm
up to his name, his Jackson country name, and busted out the jug on this one.
Yeah, man. Fritz Richmond.
Dude, there was such a thing as a jug band?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Wow.
This was the
Oh, yeah.
central part of the
Yep.
band.
Wow.
He was also a washtub bassist.
Really?
John B. Fritz Richmond. Yes.
Okay. Heck yeah. I'm gonna have to check out some jug bands.
Man, that just sounded like bottom noises to me.
Yeah.
Bottom noises.
Someone was in gastric distress and couldn't get out of the studio.
Electric flatulence.
Yep.
Stephen, did you recognize that immediately as a jug?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I've seen some jug shows.
Oh my god.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I bet you have.
Jug shows.
In more ways than one.
Oh my goodness.
I honestly, maybe it's not fair to say this because he predates John Cougar, but I got serious small town vibes. I mean, John Cougar Mellencamp all the way off this song.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sure.
the music, the lyrics, I mean, everything. Like Mellencamp must have stolen. Like, if you had told me he stole his whole sound from this one freaking song, I'd believe you.
I could see that. I've got to admit, I kind of like the chorus on this song, but I did find it very cheesy and very generic. The song itself, it's kind of a cool chorus and arrangement, but they do too many other things that kind of
Distract.
yeah, and
Too much jug.
pretty sick guitar player and tone.
Yeah, I thought the lap steel guitar was cool.
Yeah.
I love seeing guys that could play that. It's cool. It's a cool instrument. It's got a neat sound. There are parts of this song that I like, but I was lolling the whole time through this song. I couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah.
Walking through my old neighborhood, and then I found out that I think he wrote a lot of these songs while he was living in Abbey San Encino, which is the part of LA where he's from, and that just kind of made it worse. So,
Didn't John Cougar Mellencamp and him meet outside the Tasty Freeze?
He's Jack.
Dude.
Jack.
Oh
there
my
it
god.
is. There's the connection.
Wow.
The latest plot thread on the 3 different ones cinematic universe.
And JCM is Diane. Dude.
That's yeah.
I could see it.
I mean, sure, man.
Yeah. Why not? Why not?
It was the 70s, man.
It's true.
That's
Everybody
very true.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Anything goes. What
Dude,
about yeah?
the way he said deluge.
Oh,
Man.
He did say it kind of funny, didn't he?
Did he say like deluge or something?
He kind of reached with the accent a little bit.
There was
Took me
another point where he had really odd phrasing on a certain word. I wish I could remember what it was, but it was
distracting.
kind of eyebrow raising.
Was it in this song or a different part of it?
No, I wish I could tell you what it is. I want to say it's in the first half of this album.
Gonna have to go on a Easter egg hunt for it.
This is the longest song on the album before the deluge, I believe. It's like about like 8 minutes?
It's 6:40, I think.
6:4. Okay.
It felt like 8 to Stefan.
Yeah, it did, and it like I feel like if he put it in a different part of the album, like this probably isn't fair of me, but it's like the fact that it is the last track on here, I'm kind of looking at it differently because I think if it had been earlier in the listing, I might have liked it a little more because it feels like with this one, it feels like this felt like a song that was self-aware that it was going to be the last one on the album, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
It's got, because you've got, they bring in everything. I even thought I heard the jug there for a second. They've got the Hammond organ and the piano and the fiddle, and it's just, they've got the real thicker, heavier backing vocals. It sound like everybody that was singing on this album came in. It's very, very somber melancholy at the start, trying to have that kind of like, slow gravitas. I think Travis said it perfectly. It kind of feels long.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Like forcefully long.
Yeah.
I thought it was a decent closer. I mean, it was consistent with the rest of the album for sure.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That was a very generic, vague response for me.
I mean, this one kind of bored me, but I was like, it's not as bad as Walking Tall or whatever that was.
I think late
Walking Slow.
Walking Slow.
The Jug Showcase.
Mm-hmm. So
I think I liked Walking Slow more than this one, honestly. Because there were so many surprises.
Yeah. Are you saying the Jug made an appearance in this song too?
I could have sworn I heard it blowing at least once.
Hey, might as well.
Right before that fiddle solo during the bridge, I thought they let out just one more little puff over the top of that jug.
He was just itching.
Yep. He said, we got to throw in one more jug.
It sounded like they brought in everybody for this song. Like everybody, every instrument, every musician, everybody was in the studio for this song.
It's like the final credits of a show.
Yeah.
It's a deluge of musicians.
Again, better name than the one we got.
What?
A deluge of musicians. I think that's a better name for a song than Before the Deluge.
Oh yeah. By Clyde Browne.
What a name. What a missed opportunity.
I know, man. How would his career have changed if he were named Clyde?
Who can say?
Yeah, it's a ridiculous question.
Dude, maybe he went on to start a jug band as Clyde.
That actually makes sense. Clyde Browne is the leader of a jug band.
He wanted to reserve that super badass name for his sick jug band.
His real passion.
Jugs.
Jug music. Yeah, that's still I can't name another song with a chug on it.
Me neither.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to do some research.
Right, like top 10 jug songs.
A follow-up episode to
I was gonna say, I'll see if I can find a jug playlist on Spotify. Jug Masters.
I already spoiled that I'd recommend this album.
To who?
I think there are bleed in moments where I hear just gets a tad repetitive for me, but the fact that it's I think that it's short enough, and I think that the songs are catchy enough to get away with it. I'd score this a 7 out of 10.
Okay. Graham, what about you?
The first song is really the only one that I think I'll definitely go back and listen to. I mean, I've always been a fan of that song. But I want to give it a 5.5. Like, it's, I don't know, that's a really good song. But just the rest of the album is just kind of flatline for me. I would definitely recommend it to fans of, the 70s singer-songwriter, kind of that California vibe, Eagles fans.
SoCal, bruh.
Laurel Canyon, bro. What do you think?
I'm going to give it a 5.5 as well.
Yeah.
Because similar reasons. I think the first track was pretty decent, but everything else, I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. It just really didn't do anything for me. So there was one track to push it over the 5 mark, and thus the 5.5.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
I mean, I can respect it. I mean, I think for what it is and what it was supposed to be, it does a great job of being that. It's not really my thing personally.
Yeah. I can see it.
But yeah, I'd probably recommend it to the same demographic as well.
Yeah.
Chances are, though, they've already heard it.
They probably heard the title song for sure.
Yeah,
I think most people have some
True.
recognition of that one.
Very true.
He's got a good voice. JB.
Yeah, he does.
I like his first album. I think I already mentioned, but I would start there.
How does it differ compared to this? Like, in what ways do you prefer it to this?
It's more like stripped down production wise, like has a little bit of a rougher edge to it. Like not that it's like heavy or like gritty or anything. It's just
heavy
like
Jackson Browne.
It's just a little more like bare bones, like it sounds kind of more like a live band or something.
No jug.
Yeah. Yeah, the jug is what ruined the other one. No.
Shut your mouth. Bite your tongue, sir.
No, I think they're just songs I like.
Yeah. That's fair.
More cool songs.
Do y'all know, like, how does this album score with big Jackson Browne fans? Is this like the fan favorite? This is
the magnum opus. This is the one that is widely considered. I think I would say I definitely the critics feel that way. I gotta think that the fans are in a similar vein.
Yeah,
popular knowledge is this is the masterpiece.
The reviews for this album were just like off the charts.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Graham mentioned Bruce Springsteen. I think he did the induction speech for Jackson Browne at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I think he called this the guy's masterpiece.
I could see that for sure.
So I think in the music community, like other musicians look at this album and they think, yeah, this is the apotheosis of this guy's career.
Yep, probably like the first three are the essentials.
Yeah.
And then I'm just kind of looking at his Discog.
Yeah.
Running on Empty came
Yeah.
out after this one, and it was like a 3-year break. And we've all heard that on the radio.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Heard that one before I knew who Jackson Browne was.
Yeah. I feel like I cut out a few seconds ago for a while. I don't know if I did or not.
I don't think so.
It's still in your head, man.
You're I'm seeing Sly G on our Discord channel. I'm pretty sure you're here.
That's right.
Sly G in the gang, man.
I noticed that Stefan has a profile picture.
Oh, yes. That's me.
I've not. Wait, can y'all still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
No, man. Can't hear you.
It keeps like tricking me because it just goes dead silent.
That's that noise suppressor.
Yep.
It was right after I clicked on Stefano's profile too. Oh, that's Nick Cage. I thought that was a picture of you.
No, I was lying. H.I. McDonough from one of my favorite movies.
Oh, yeah.
And the person who requested this album will get that reference. Hi, Mom.
Oh, awesome.
Thank
you for the request.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Of course. Just happy to do it. Like what we have to say. Y'all got any closing thoughts on a JB or Late for the Sky?
I think we covered everything I've got.
That's all I've got, man.
All right. Well, we're 3 different ones, and this has been our first episode on our new Discord channel. Stick around because we might come back here. We'll see you.